Jeez. It is hot and bright today. What's going on, everybody? Solieka here. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Man, this is not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Um, if you, what's up, Fred Master? Fed Master? What's going on, everybody? Oh man, this is not good. What's up, Angel? How y'all doing? If you don't hear it, this is probably going to be one of those bad ones. I mean, right now, at least, they're trying to deal with the situation. I guess they got them contained. If you don't know, there's a mass shooting. It all started, I guess, with the police responding to either drug activity or something to that effect. Police showed up, gunfire erupted, and now we have 6 officers shot. None of them have died. They have sustained injuries that are not life-threatening, but right now they are in a standoff, and the gunman is still firing shots. The last round of shots came around 6:30. So this is not helping. This is feeding right into the agenda for all the anti-gun. It is not good, and nobody knows what kind of firearm it is yet. Hopefully it's not any kind of AR style AK-47 or any kind of rifle. Let's just hope it's a handgun, because that would just feed more into their agenda and why they want to ban our assault weapons, which aren't assault weapons. They're friggin' semi-automatic rifles. They're rifles. They're just, God, it's just so frustrating. I mean, like, my head is just spinning right now because it's so unreal of what's going on. We've got Paco Herte, he's here. We've got HBO Matt, he says, well, yo. Adrian Garcia, he says, yo. That dude Craig, he says, what's up, buddy? Chilling. I'm having a good time. Unfortunately, we're looking at another guy that's out there being a mass shooter, or we can't say he's a mass murderer, but he's just out there friggin' laying down fire on police officers because he's a criminal. And when you do criminal activity and you get caught in it, it's best for you just to man up and take your punishment instead of, doing what they're doing right now. And once again, like I said, this is really going to be feeding. Fedmaster says conspiracy time. Yeah, I don't know. This one doesn't seem like the norms that we have been seeing from like Texas and Ohio and a couple others, Parkland. It seems like they were a bunch of young kids that had some real issues that should have been dealt with, or they could have been dealt with possibly. I don't know. But right now, this one is, I think, a drug deal or some kind of drug interaction or something, and they got caught. And when they got caught, they decided to lay down fire, and they shot six officers. And that's, once again, any way you look at it, this is just going to feed into the agenda. That it's really just feeding into it. And that's the unfortunate part, is that, with gun violence, it's just, from CNN to Moms Demand Action to any of these groups, they're literally going to use this to spin a narrative to really try to, once again, come after our rights. And hopefully this ends soon and they can get this guy either, live or dead, doesn't matter at this point. All we want to do is stop this guy from inflicting any more harm on anybody. Hemi Power here, he says, what's up, brother? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And yeah, just a little jaded. Yeah, I mean, it's going to affect a lot of people, because now, the cops are going to be more on alert. They're going to be, even for us open carriers. I mean, the stuff that happened in Ohio, in Texas. You know, I had an interview with Fox 35 here it's in actually in Orlando, and they specifically that was the exact question they asked me was, do you think doing this in light of what has happened in the past week, do you think that's a good idea? And I told them, I was like, expressing your rights legally and lawfully shouldn't put us in a class of that murderer. And that's what I would tell people is, even still, yeah, sure, with what's happened, the police are going to be a little bit more on edge. And then if you're open carrying a rifle, the police are going to be coming there, and that's the, I don't agree with it. I'm not trying to justify it. Don't think I'm justifying it. What I am trying to say is that even for me now, my awareness has to be even more heightened, and I have to try to make a judgment call on what the police are going to be doing when they interact with me as I carry a rifle. And it's going to be a very scary road. It really is. And I really hope this situation that's going on gets dealt with, and it really comes out that this was just a drug deal or whatever gone wrong, and this guy was just trying to basically elude police and elude capture. With the mass shootings from Texas and Ohio and Parkland here in Florida, I mean, you name it, anywhere, we were noticing a young trend. It was these younger adults, these 20s, in their 20s. I'm not saying all 20-year-olds. I'm just saying we're noticing they may have been troubled teens, or they may be troubled young adults, and something in their head went wrong, and they decided to go out and they wanted to try to inflict harm on people with a firearm. And that almost demonizes all people that have firearms or rifles. If you have an AR-15, you're a bad guy because you have an AR-15. Why do you need it? That is the number one question. Why do you need an AR-15? Blah, blah. Why don't I need one? The second you say I don't need one, makes me want to go get another one, because something, that rifle isn't going to jump off my stand. It's not going to jump off anywhere and assault people. It's not going to shoot people without me behind it. And me personally, I'm not going to hurt anybody unless that person is trying to inflict harm on me. And we're not just talking to them trying to punch me or something. If they come at me with a knife, that old saying, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. And if somebody was to try to hurt myself or my family in some way, I'm going to defend them. And these people that are doing these things are not helping. They're only feeding this anti-gun agenda. And, I'm sure this person in Philadelphia right now, I don't think this was his intent. I think his intent was basically, he got caught trying to sell drugs, do drugs, or whatever, and decided to shoot at the police. So, what's up, Rambo Rob? How you doing, brother? Yeah, bad guy with a good gun. And this, once again, if when this all gets settled, when the dust settles, we're gonna know more about who this person was and everything. We're gonna know more about it. But right now, it's ongoing. It's still going on. I'm not sure. I haven't checked in on it recently. I've been watching it periodically, and right now it's still going on. And hopefully they got him. I think they got him pretty in one location, but I believe it's in a residential kind of complex type of thing. And there's residents and there's people in there, and that's what the police are dealing with. They don't want this guy to start shooting more. They haven't been able to really press the issue, and they're putting all their ducks in a row before they make a decision to go in there and get this guy. Yeah, I agree. Assault weapons, long as you're a responsible person, I believe you should be able to have any firearm. I mean, if the government owns it, I didn't at first, and I'll tell you now, I believe that the only way to fight tyranny is to make sure that you can defend it with what they have. So, and hopefully through all what we're going through, hopefully we don't get to tyranny. That's because as they keep pushing these red flag laws, even for me, I'm slowly getting away from Trump. He's been doing a few things here and there, and he keeps doing them, and I'm like, and we're in a state where it doesn't matter how you look democratically, they want him. Doesn't matter. Um, Trump, he's enforcing certain laws or trying to, red flag laws, all this other stuff. Um, he's going to lose a lot of votes. And then who are we left with? I mean, and I think what's happening is that they're trying to divide it so much that if Trump does what he's trying to do, he's going to lose all this. He's just going to lose votes. So those people don't even vote. So more, we're going to end up, hopefully, I pray. I wish somebody, I wish I could run for president. If I could run for president, I'd run for president. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case right now. And I'm going to try to do it at the local level here in the state. And hopefully we can get things squared away. But right now, this is not helping. This is not help. Will not help. This is just feeding the anti-gun agenda. I'm sure we're going to be hearing about it more and more. So, yeah, this is not good. Oh, man. I'm going to check in and see what you guys are up to. Eric Ford says, land of brotherly love. Ben crossbows, longbows, recurve bows, plus BB guns. Stand firm. They are not getting the guns. Look at what happened to Hong Kong in a couple days. I'm not sure. But, yeah, they're not. I mean, they can come for them. I don't know if right now, all my mine sank in a boating accident like yesterday. So, yeah. And I've heard about Portugal, and I'm not sure how strong their economy is. It goes up and down, but I did hear about them legalizing a lot of drugs over there. So, and whenever things become legal, it's harder for there's no market for the black market dealer. If you make things legal, it's drug dealers are out of the job. Yeah. Let's see. Christian Moores Williams solo. I came in late, as you can see. What are you talking about? We are talking about the mass shooting it's a mass shooting is ongoing in Philadelphia right now. 6 police officers have been shot. From what I did read, a couple different articles, they were responding to something about drug activity. Don't know if it's selling drugs or doing drugs or whatever, but the police showed up. Police show up. Gunmen opened fire and started shooting at the police. 6 of them were hit. None of them have died. From what they say, none of them are life-threatening. But we're also saying this is also something that is going to feed in. They're not. A year from now, all you're going to read about is a mass shooting in Philadelphia. How it took place, you'll never know. They're just wrapping this into a mass shooting, and they're going to use this as, oh, look how many people are killed with mass shootings. And I'm really hoping this wasn't done with a rifle. If it's done with a rifle, that's just, I won't say it's going to put the nail in the coffin for the AR or any kind of AR style or AK-47 style rifle or AK style rifle. Those are what they're going after. And, if we keep getting, try to adjust the sun's beating on me, guys. I'm sorry if it gets really dark, but a lot of this is just feeding into the agenda, and it's not going to help. None of it. William A. He says, "What's up? How you doing?" I'm good, man. I'm living it. It's just really rough right now. We're watching another mass shooting. 6 officers were shot, and it's horrible. And hopefully they get this. Whatever happened with this guy with the drug activity or whatever, hopefully they deal with him and get him before he gets anybody else, because that's what we really need to do, is we need to stop him. HBO Matt says, if they try to use botched drug raid against us, screw them. Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't know. It's still vague. It's still ongoing, so we won't know all the stories until it's actually done and over with. Check it out. I mean, there's probably about 30 or 40 different live feeds on YouTube right now. I just wanted to kind of give you a rough and tell you my what I'm thinking about it, and it's just really not good. Um, I'm feeding into Noah. I am trying to fight against that narrative because I personally don't think they should wrap all gun owners into these mass shootings. If somebody owns an AR style rifle, they seem to want to demonize the person that owns those firearms, and that's the issue that I'm running across, is that they're trying to demonize all of us that own anything. Even the rifle I have the lower and the upper of an AR-15. I need all the other pieces. I've got a 22 that looks like an AR, and even I get demonized for carrying a 22 long rifle, and it's not even an AR. But and that's the one thing about it, is that if it looks like that's black scary gun, guess what? You're a demon in their eyes. You're the demon. And I'm one thing I've always tried to do, and most of everybody that's ever seen any of my videos, that I do try to undemonize it. I do try to make it normal. I try to walk around and talk to people like just like I normally would, out fishing or out walking around, saying, "Hey, how you doing?" And then that's how I start out. "Hey, how you doing?" And then from there I go into, if they want to talk, I'm willing to talk. I'll sit there and chat with you, and we can go back and forth. Rod, unsubbed idiot. Yeah, I'm not sure. Truth Matt. Uh, Stupid is stupid. Yeah. I'm not. I hope you guys aren't talking about me, man. What did I do? Uh, Agreed, Anthony. Yeah, but yeah, and just to let you know, if you guys are in the Port Canaveral area this weekend, Saturday, specifically Saturday, we are having an open carry gathering. We are going fishing at the Port Canaveral Jetty Park Pier, and we are going to be going in there and having a good time, doing some fishing, a little barbecuing, having a good time, enjoying. We were unfortunately the shuttle launch that was scheduled for that day got scrubbed. Welcome to Florida, and hopefully you guys get out there. And what's up, Epson? Espen, sorry about that. Yeah, at Rod. All right, where's Rod? Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah. I really, yeah, whatever, Rob. Rod. Yeah, have a good day. But yeah, Slowpoke 2313. Gun, music, video games, internet. They're all going to be they're blaming it all. And I've heard it all. I've heard even Trump talking about it. He's like, he said something about video games being an issue. You can watch any half a dozen movies right now, and to say that violence inside of movies incites others to do violence is a little far fetched. I mean, if their mind is really that going that direction, if they're really thinking that, oh, if I watch this movie, I'm going to go out and do what this movie shows, then they may have some mental illness. That is not how that works, or at least that's not how. You know, I mean, I can sit here back in the day. If any of y'all remember, there used to this place called in Florida. It was called Box Office Videos. You go in there, it was like $2 or $1, and it was all on VHS. I've walked in there as an 11-year-old and rented rated R movies, and I mean, I for the most part, I mean, I turned out pretty good. I'm not that bad. I've never hurt. I mean, I've never killed anybody. I've never really severely hurt anybody. I mean, I've gotten some fights, maybe a couple times here and there, but I've never really, I've never killed anybody. I've never done something that to that extent, and I would never unless my life was threatened. If I feel threatened to that point, then then that's just, yeah. And so it's hard for me to say that all this is wrapped around games, music. It's hard to say, but it could be. And once again, if they're really thinking that the video games is the issue, then I'm really thinking they may have some kind of, there's something in the head or something that triggers that. Yeah. And I'm not sure where you are, Espen, but uh, there is something going on, and I wish I had the answers. I don't. And I don't think restricting firearms is going to be the issue. I mean, we're still looking at a lot of places that these things are happening. A lot of them are still happening in gun-free zones. Even for me as a politician, I would almost push to get rid of a gun-free zone, because I'd rather know that there's lawful people in that establishment that could possibly stop somebody than taking away the rights of everybody and really basing everything off that one person that's government, like whether it's an RSO or a sheriff or whatever. I'd rather have an armed populace inside a school or in a gun-free zone than no just one person or two people that have firearms, because who knows. Tappy Toes, when did Obama start live streaming? Oh man, when Obama turned Republican and he turned into a gun activist. Yeah, I know. I look like Barack sometimes. I still don't have all the gray hair yet, but yeah, if I look like Barack, yeah, I'm the Republican side of Barack. I'm his sweet, his best cousin. I'm that cousin that got kicked out of the family. Poppy says, Popeyes, I believe that government is aware and facilitating these mass shootings and try to reframe how society views the Second Amendment and those who exercise it. And I'm not too much on the conspiracy stuff, but I think we're starting to see this huge agenda for it. And I don't know if this is an agenda and they're persuading people to do this. Those people that are like inciting this to other people and not doing it themselves, like, they are cowards and they should be exposed. And I hope, and if that is the case, I hope this does come out. And but once again, it's hard. Oh snap! What did I do? It's hard to say that is the case, but it is very, very odd. We've got so much gun agenda, and we're starting to see these little sparks and mass shootings popping up everywhere. And hopefully that's not the case. I mean, I'm really truly hoping that is not the case. Yeah. And just a little jaded. I don't think it's ever going to end. Hopefully we can slow it down, or we're never going to stop all mass shootings. There's too many firearms, and there's too many people that are willing to do harm to people. That's just human nature. There are bad people in humanity, and no matter what we do, all we can do is try to protect ourselves and our loved ones and hope that it never happens. And if it never happens again, hey, so be it. But taking away all the guns and thinking that taking away guns is going to stop it that's not going to happen. That's never going to happen, ever. So we've got hi from St. Pete. I do believe they're working on something over on the West Coast. I got to reach out to him and talk to him. I'll get him on the show one day, and we'll talk about the West Coast. But right now it's just I just started a new job, and it's I work really late hours, so yeah. Yeah, I guess there's still cops stuck in that building too, and and it's hard for them to go running in, because the guy, he's obviously, I don't know where he is. He's obviously seeing where they are, and yeah, John Davies, yeah, he's live streaming, I hear, and I guess there's a bunch of people live streaming. I'm just trying to jump in and give my opinion, my 2 cents, get you guys involved, see what you guys are up to. I am going to cut this at about the 30-minute mark. I have to eat dinner and get ready for work and all that good stuff. But we're going to get through all these comments. God bless America. Keep doing what you're doing. I hope you join. I hope to join you soon. Just let me know where and when. And Orlando Moreno, if you happen to be in the Port Canaveral area, we're going to Port Canaveral. We're going to the Jetty Park right there. There's a pier right there. You don't need a fishing license. You don't need it. All you need to do is bring your fishing pole and bring your handgun / rifle, or just bring yourself. We're having a barbecue. It runs from 10 o'clock till 2 p.m. on that day, and it's going to be a fun time. All you do is you Google Jetty Park or Port Canaveral Jetty Park or Jetty Pier, and Google that. Take you right there, man. Yeah, assault. What is an assault weapon? Yeah, really? Yeah, I don't have that stamp, so I don't have one. I have a semi-automatic rifle. I know that, and I try to get as fast as I can, but it's right here. It's all in the finger. Well, if a good-looking girl see a nerdy guy or weird guy, give him a little nookie, maybe she'll change his way. Don't hate me. Just saying, everyone needs love. Yeah, everybody needs love. Everybody. We all want to be loved. That's a part of human nature too. Is that love half of it. So, or acceptance. That's more on the acceptance half. We are in war for our constitutional republic, communism versus free man. Watch Portland, Oregon this weekend. Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. I'm not saying assault weapons. That's what they call them. That's their agenda. Yeah, an assault weapon is an action, not a gun, not a type. Yeah, and this is what their narrative is. I will always say semi-automatic rifle. It's a rifle, but their narrative has always been assault weapon, assault rifle. So, and hopefully we can get it all situated. Yeah, it's a drug dealer spin by the media. Yeah, and that's why I say they're already calling it a mass shooting, but it was a drug deal gone wrong. That's why you see 6 officers. You don't see 6 innocent bystanders are shot. I mean, who knows at this point, because more shots were fired and they still have been able to stop them, so they don't know. And once again, hopefully it wasn't done with a rifle. Hopefully it was done with a handgun, and that way they can't spin. It's like, oh, they want to ban our semi-automatic rifles, which they call that bad word. So yeah. Gary Rodriguez says, I'm on the wrong channel. I'm not sure what channel you hopped on, but yeah. But yeah, we're talking about what's going on in Philly, and hopefully it all gets dealt with. That's the number one thing. It gets dealt with. Yeah, people kill people. Guns don't kill people. Yeah, mine's never done anything to anybody. Maybe some paper, and maybe a couple friggin' some targets, some plinking targets and stuff. But I've never shot anybody, and have no plan on doing it. Yep, Jay. I'll see you later, Gary. Have a great day. What's up, William A? Hit that thumbs up, everybody, from Angel. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, wait till it gets dark, and that's what I think he's trying to do. He's trying to hunker down, but this guy ain't going. He's not going anywhere. There's only 2 outcomes for this guy. Come out, you might live, or you stay in there and you're probably gonna die. So, and those are the only 2 outcomes, and hopefully this guy's smart enough that he wants to live, and if not, well, sorry about your luck. That's what happens when you go and you start shooting people. Rodney Book says, hey Solo, what's up? How you doing, Deanne Marie? Hope to see you soon. It was tried under Clinton, the ban on assault weapon, the ban on assault looking to items. It has no stat. Yeah, and that's why they lifted that ban. That the assault weapons ban was lifted or whatever. Now that you have to go through a whole regular, once again, I'm not saying assault weapons. That was actually a ban. But that was lifted. You can get your hands on them, but you have to go through rigorous, I mean, like ATF, all types. I mean, like if you got like 20, 30,000, $40,000 just laying around that you want to go get it, go get it. I don't have it. If you want to send it to me, send it to me. I'll take 20,000 from you and I'll go do the process and I'll go shoot it and I'll put that on YouTube for you all day, but I don't have that luxury. So, thank you, Steven. What's up, Travis T? I'll see you in a couple days. Yes, you will. We're just talking about what's going on in Philly about that shooting with the officers and all that other stuff. They're already spinning it into a mass shooting, even though it was a drug dealer or whatever. Something happened, drug activity. Police showed up. He started shooting. 6 officers shot. Yeah. Yep, open carry this week at Canaveral Pier, 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Come out, check it out. Even if you're not carrying, you don't need a fishing license. Free fishing, long as you're fishing on the pier. There is no fishing on the beach, so don't go fishing on that beach in open carry. Yeah, this is it's actually ongoing. It's still going on right now. Hanel Simpson. Yeah, this is ongoing right now. And check it out. There's a lot of live stream. You can probably see it on CNN, Fox, all that stuff. And I'll see you there, brother. Thank you, Angel. Tell everybody about that the free firearm giveaway. Firearm. We're not allowed to say that one. I think I was doing a show on Sunday. I'm going to be doing that show continually. Right now, I'm trying to figure out. I didn't get striked on it, but they will not monetize it. And I think it's because I used Gun Day Sunday or something. There were two videos right now I can't get monetized. And as of right now, I'm still monetized. I still make money. I do put in a lot of affiliate links at the bottom of all my descriptions. So if you see like this Florida State flag and the American flag and all the other flags that I fly and this webcam, if you're interested in any of that stuff, click on that link. And that does help support anything that you guys do for me. I appreciate all of it. Some I'm not sure who. It doesn't tell me who's gotten the stuff, but yeah. Ken Stewart, I'll talk about that. I'm gonna only be on here for a few more minutes. I'll talk to you briefly about that. It's on my page. If you click on my link, I think you just click on the Solo Yacker icon, go to my channel. It should be one of the very first videos. It's one of the ones I highlighted. It should say, free firearm giveaway. It's going to be a Smith & Wesson. I believe it's going to be I'm going to give away the Smith & Wesson 9 through 45. It's going to be your choice between the 9 through 45, and it's the Smith & Wesson or the Smith & Wesson MP Shield. I believe I'm going to give away your choice of those 6 firearms. I'm going to dial it in over the next month. I think October, I'm going to do another video on it, and I'm going to really give it a big push to try to get everybody involved. There's only 3 things you have to do. Get to that video, and that way you can kind of figure it all out. Yeah. Solo, I own an AR and a Beretta, and I say that U.S. law-abiding citizens are being stepped on because of 1% of idiots out there. And it's actually probably even less than 1%. But yeah, and that's what I was saying. You've got the media that says that bad word, we're gonna call it the A word now. We're not gonna say we're gonna say the A word. They spin that the A word rifle, and they demonize all of us about it. We've got a semi-automatic rifle that the government doesn't even use. They use automatic firearms in the military. We don't have access to them unless you got a lot of money. We are demonized because it looks like it aesthetically, but it has no functionality like it, other than you pull the trigger, bullets come out of it. So we get vilified, we get demonized for it, and that's the biggest issue that I see with the narrative that they're spinning. Shall not be infringed is absolute, and right now, and even with all the 20,000 gun laws they do have, none of them work. I mean, some may help restrict certain things, but for the most part, criminals don't care. Criminals will be criminals, and they will do what they want to with their firearms. They're not turning them in. You put a ban on anything, guess who's not coming? The criminals. They're not turning them in, period. HPR News says, what's up? How you doing, brother? You're down in Broward, Christian. We're coming down there. We're coming down to Boynton Beach next month. Yeah, next month. September, we'll be down at Boynton. I believe you have a pier down there on the ocean. We will be down near that Broward line, that Dade line. I had another person, they reached out to me. I think I may try to come do a solo trip to North Miami. Or actually, it's not going to be this. Some guy emailed me and said, hey, and I told him he ran across some issues where the officer didn't understand the law or something to that effect. And then he wants to do it, but he kind of needs somebody. And I was like, hey, if I have the time, I'll come out there and hang out with you. So I may come down to North Miami. I love Miami. Miami's always fun. Yeah, me too, man. And see, box office, that's pre-Blockbuster for some of y'all that remember Blockbuster. I mean, there was that one company that you filled out, whatever your name, and they sent you like 20 movies, and next thing you know, you were locked in for a 3-year deal with them, and you had to get at least like 5 movies a year or something. I can't remember. I got sucked into that one, and that's where I think that's where I gained half of my DVD collection, was through some of those movie things. Yeah. Tappy is taking a 3-minute break. And just to let you know, I did start adding modifiers on here. So, I want you to engage in free speech and just don't act like a goofball. I don't try to I don't say bad things about you. You shouldn't say bad things about people on here, because we're all here for a reason. And if you're just trying to troll on this channel and you really want to go that route, there's people that are going to moderate you. And if you really step out of line, I've told them, hey, if they're really stepping out of line, just block them. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I want you to engage in free speech, but I want you to, you're not going to sit here and bash everybody just because you want to be a troll. If you're a troll, please go ahead and leave the channel. I don't care. But I'm just saying, we're all here for a reason. And, what's up, Taco and French Fries? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I'm glad you're here. Good evening. We're talking about what's going on in Philly. I'm about to cut this thing off here in about 2 minutes. But that, it's ongoing. I'm not sure if they have been on here. It's still ongoing, and hopefully they get that thing dealt with. Popeye Rao says, is it an actual drug bust or is it gun confiscation? From what I understand, they said they were the police officer responding to a drug activity call, and that's how these 6 officers ended up getting shot. And now there's a standoff, and this guy's bunkered down and all this stuff. So hopefully we can get that all dealt with and they take care of that guy. Douchebag News says, hey, what's up? Yeah, the Constitution was neutral. It was designed, the government backs off of people, and I don't need the government's there to create certain things, but they're not there to step on my rights. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of legislation happening right now that are very much, that are against the Second Amendment, and almost, they're infringing on our rights, period. We're seeing it happening blatantly. And anytime you hear the word mass shooting in the news, it's just going to get spun into their narrative that we do not need firearms. We don't need their rifles. So, yeah. And hopefully we get those things dealt. When we're going fishing, we're going fishing in Port Canaveral on Saturday. So hope to see you all there. And I'm ready to go fishing. Yeah, the Miami stuff. We're coming up on a year and a half and change. A year and a half in December, and it's going to be a long road. The lawyers have already said it could take upwards of 2 to 3 years before we see a courtroom. There's going to be a lot of appeals, a lot of back and forth, and once the judge is, all right, that's it, then we get a court date, and then we go through the whole process. And trust me, you're going to know. There's going to be days I'm going to be sitting out in front of the courthouse doing live feeds of, hey, I'm about to go in. I'll let you know what I can tell you as I get out, because obviously I can't talk about what goes on, but I can say, hey, today was a great day. Hopefully, things are great. I want you to know that it is being pursued. Any of the ones that you have seen where I have been put in handcuffs, those are being pursued. So, trust me, they're going to take time. They're going to take a couple years. Yeah, and that's what this is really. If this is really what it is, like where it was a drug deal gone wrong, this is a shootout. This was not a mass shooting. This is a shootout. It's just funny how 6 officers are shot, and the media has already spun it into a mass shooting. And that's the narrative, and that's why it's not helping. This isn't helping. The media is just not helping when they're portraying something that it's not, and that's what I think is happening. But we won't know until this is finally said and done, and hopefully it gets dealt with really soon, because I don't want to hear more about it. Hopefully nobody dies in the process of this, and hopefully it's not a rifle. If it's a rifle, that's just gonna spin it even more out of control. I can't believe if they really want to start going that route. Oh my gosh, if they go that route, then Hemi Power says if they want to put a ban on EOTechs and aim points, and once again, you can't put it like what President Trump has already done. You got your bump stocks. I haven't heard too much more about the suppressors, but you start banning accessories, and if that's not government control of trying to take away your firearm rights, I don't know what is. It's bad enough they want to take the A rifles. Now they want to try to go after, accessories and sights, and it's just crazy. Yeah, I want to go to Georgia too, man. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah. Marie, we will be going live stream. I'm going to try to set up like a little tripod and just pop it on and find the best angle where it catches most interactions. It's usually where the group is kind of congregated, and kind of set it off to the side and let things roll. It will be hot, so hopefully my camera doesn't just shut off. What is that? Wobbly Boost. What's up? And it's nice. I'll see you later, Stephen Mitchell. And I am going to go ahead and get through the rest of this. Isaac De La Paz, hey, what's up? Sweet. We can't wait for you to be watching. Travis T, we're going to see you there, bro. Yeah, we're all going to, there's always a bunch. Stephen Mitchell, thank you for that. Dude, that's awesome. I will keep the faith, and I will keep fighting for our rights no matter what. Even if they do go that route and they take away our rights, I'll go back and I will keep fighting. I'll be in every politician's ears screaming to the top of my lungs saying, hey, you can't do this, and I won't let it happen until we retain our rights. Yeah, I hope not. If it's stuck on repeat, it could be just my stream, it could be just run a little laggish. But thank you, Hemi Power. Thank you for that. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys don't have to do this, but I appreciate it. But like I said, I do want to try to get off here, and I want to say thank you. Oh man, who is this? Veritas, Veritas, Vos Libertad. Thank you for that. And sweating and unconstant juvie. Yeah, I hope not, man. Keep up. Yeah, we're gonna fight, man. That's all I can do. And with all this actually helps me get out there, express more rights, preach more education. It helps me talk to people and actually understand, because most people, everybody says, "Oh, we're so scared of the." I carry a rifle by myself, talk to people all day, and not too many people are scared. So this does go a long way. So I thank all of you for this. Um, yeah. Good luck. Thank you, everybody. How people don't know the government is doing this to get all the rifles banned, and that's why this is why we have to expose our government, and we have to hold our politicians accountable for the things they do, because there is this agenda, and it doesn't just stem from Bloomberg. It stems from the 20 plus candidates. It stems from now we're looking at Trump doing certain things that are starting to infringe on that, and I think I know why he's doing it, but I never thought I'd see him do it, and I'm slowly watching it, and that's why I was a huge Trump supporter. You guys know I was, and I'm starting to lose faith in it. I've almost stopped wearing my hat. I still wave the flags here and there just to kind of get a trigger out of people, but even the flags only go up so often, and it's only because I'm starting to get frustrated, but I'm stuck in a place that I don't want to be. So, but I do want to say thank you to all you, every one of you, all my new subscribers, all the subscribers that have been here since day one. Without you, there's no me. I mean, I'd still be out there doing it, but these videos wouldn't be half as important, and they wouldn't get half as much traction without you. So I appreciate it. Keep sharing. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button. Here's a Philadelphia News Now. Quick update from Philly. 6 officers shot. 2 officers trapped in the house with active shooter. So, and that's what's going on. In Jayville, Jacksonville. All right. Well, I'm going to be coming up there. I am going to do a little bit of time up in Daytona in October. So I'll reach out to you. If you can, shoot me. I'm going to type in this email real quick for you. Shoot me an email, and we'll keep in touch. And when I get up to Jacksonville, we'll go hang out at. I know there's the Jacksonville Pier on Jack's Beach. I like to go fishing there, and we'll go hang out. We'll sit down and we'll go carry, and then we'll go get a beer. But I'm gonna get off here, guys. I think I can't say thank you enough. I appreciate all of you, and don't forget on Saturday there will be another live stream. It'll probably be going on around noonish time. And you'll get to see what's going on that pier. And I dislike Brian Mast as well. Hindsight's 2020. I wish I could have ran for Congress. I don't think I was ready for Congress. I think the state level is going to be a good spot for me right now. And then if I can make a good progression, then I'll go for Congress. I would love to take his seat, because we definitely need. We need Pro 2A in the House. We need Pro 2A at the federal level. We need it at both, and both sides are after it. The federal level's after it, and the state level's after it. So anywhere I can be a benefit and help keep our rights, that's what I'm going to be doing, is to try to help keep our rights. And I voted for him too, but I won't vote for him again. If anything, I'll just leave it blank. And that's the scary part, is if Trump loses a lot of his 2A support, there's just going to be a lot of 2A people that aren't going to vote. And then that means you take away, let's just say, the amount of concealed weapons license holders we have. We have 2 million. If we lose 2 million votes going to a president, to a Pro 2A, or we lose 2 million, that's 2 million less votes that could have stopped a Democrat, and that's the juggle that we're in. It's kind of we're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't. So, I'm over the next year, basically, I'm going to be making a decision on if I want to vote for Trump or not. It's going to be called Protesting Brian Mast. There's probably about 2 or 3 of those videos, but there is one with me, Rambo Rob, and a couple other, and I think it was Lucas and his buddy. But check it out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. So later, guys.